my company's success was Ye Dil Mange More. The guys were so highly charged up that they're wanting that some more bunkers should have been there and we would have got the more chaps.
Death is the ultimate truth. But how many of us have the courage to face death with open arms and a smile on the face? I am Khushi Yadav and you are listening to the first episode of the Stories of the Brave. Here we celebrate the supreme sacrifices of the Paramveer Chakra awardees. And in this episode, I bring to you the man who very casually said, either I will come back after hoisting the tricolour or I will come back wrapped in it. 1999, the war in Kargil, Pakistan's third futile attempt to take Kashmir by force. Mashko Valley is a place where it is neither possible nor desirous to hold ground and conduct patrolling in winters. Heavy snowfall, avalanches and blizzards make survival impractical. The Shimla Agreement of 1972 mattered to India, but did it matter to Pakistan? There was infiltration. The so-called Mujahideens were labelled as Kashmiri freedom fighters by the Pakistani government. Naturally, this made-up story could not last very long. The captured terrorists were in fact regular soldiers of the Pakistani army. Their IDs were the proof. But before capturing them, a patrol was sent, which never came back. After more than a month, the Pakistani returned the terribly mutilated bodies of the patrol leader and his 5 soldiers. These Pakistani soldiers had tactical advantage. However, they did not have something that the Indian soldiers had: courage. The 2 important features that held strategic importance had to be taken back. One of the features was captured by 18 grenadiers and the task to capture .5140 was given to the 13 Jack rifles. The B Company commanded by Captain Jamwal and the D Company commanded by Captain Vikram Batra. They were asked to come up with a success signal, a signal that would be used once they had completed their tasks. Captain Jamwal instantly came up with one. He said it would be, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah," inspired from his squadron's slogan in the National Defence Academy. The commanding officer turned towards Captain Vikram Batra. The young soldier said, "Ye dil mange more." Despite the seriousness of the task, it made the commanding officer smile. On being asked why ye dil mange more, the enthusiastic officer said, "I will not stop after this. I will be on the lookout for the next bunkers to capture." Few hours later, both the success signals sounded like music to the CO's ears. The capture practically shook the enemy.
हमारे लड़के इतने जोश में थे कि उन्होंने कुछ सोचा ही नहीं. उनके मन में सिर्फ एक ही होप थी, एक ही उनके एम था, एक ही उनका मुद्दा था कि हमें 5140 कुछ भी हमें कैप्चर करना. सबसे बड़ी बात, जिन्होंने भी जो यहाँ पे हमारे भाई लोग शहीद हुए हैं, उन्होंने देश के लिए जान दी है और मैं यही करूँगा कि उनके घर वालों को शांति मिले और हमारी तरफ से, हमारी इंडियन आर्मी की तरफ से जो कुछ भी बन सकता होगा, we'll definitely do that for them.
After coming down, the young officer called his parents on the satellite phone. For a moment, his father stopped breathing because he could just hear "captured." He felt that his son has been captured. The laughing soldier clarified that it is the enemy post that has been captured. But there was one more feature, .4875. This point was dominating the National Highway 1A. It was really very important to capture it and evict the enemy. At 1800 hours, artillery fire from Bofors guns and multi-barrel launchers commenced. No way from left, no way from right. Being the lionheart that he was, Captain Vikram Batra decided that he and his boys would storm the post in a direct assault. His own safety was nowhere on his priority list. He was injured, but did he care? He did not. Few feet away, a young soldier had been hit. He was lying in a pool of blood. Captain Batra looked at Subedar Raghunath Singh. He shouted, "Aap aur main isko evacuate karenge." Raghunath Sahib's experience told him that the chances of the boy being alive were very less. "Darte hain sahab?" Captain Batra taunted. "Darta nahi hu sahab," he replied. Just as he was about to step in, Captain Batra caught him by his collar and said, "You have family and children to go back to. I'm not even married. I will take his head, you grab his feet." He pushed the JCO back. Captain Batra bent to pick up the injured soldier's head. A sniper shot him in the chest.
They were on the same frequency which were we on our radio sets, and one of the Pakistani soldiers or officer, whoever it was, he said me, my code name was Shersha. "Oh Shersha, you have come. Don't try to come up, otherwise you'll have a tough time." And that was the time they gave us a challenge, and my guys, they went wild. Okay, how dare a Pakistani troop can challenge us?
The man who had survived so many bullets, killed men in hand-to-hand combat and cleared bunkers of Pakistani intruders, fearlessly putting his own life at stake so many times, was destined to die from a freak shot. Don't know when I'll be moving down again, but whenever I get a chance, I will call you up. Do pray for the success of the next op. Take care, love always, your son, Vicky. His last letter home showed more concern for his parents than for himself. There's a village in Palampur, Himachal Pradesh. Not a lot of years ago, a little boy with a twinkle in his eye roamed these streets. Most of the time along his identical twin, their mother would call them Love and Kush. They didn't have a television set at home, so they would sneak out every Sunday to Nisha Didi's house next door to watch the TV serial Paramveer Chakra, open-mouthed and marveling at the bravery of men who had been awarded India's highest gallantry award. One of the twins would actually hold the award one day, and the one who was responsible for getting it home would have made the ultimate sacrifice by then. His college sweetheart Dimple, she decided to rather live with his memories than get married to someone else. He was wonderful, fun-loving guy. He was very handsome. He loved to do things for people. But why I miss him so much is because he was my best friend. I could tell him my innermost feelings and he would understand. That's what Dimple said. Sometimes when she accidentally looks at the clock and it shows 7:30 p.m. on a Wednesday or on a Sunday, Dimple's heart still skips a beat. It has been years since he had gone to war, from where he did not return. 7:30 p.m. was the scheduled time for Captain Batra to call her, without fail. Irrespective of where he was, he could be in Palampur, Dehradun, Sapor, Delhi, but the call would come. And I would stay around the phone so that I pick it up before my father did. She remembers with a wistful smile. The telephone no longer rings for her. Even if it does, that familiar voice is no longer there.
On one of his visits from Sopor, I raised the issue of marriage as I was feeling a bit insecure. So without saying anything, he took out the blade from his wallet, put a cut in his thumb and filled my mouth with his blood. That is the most cherished moment of my life till date. Though later on I used to tease him that he is pura filmy.
Today, if you ask Captain Vikram Batra's twin brother, Vishal Batra, about him, he would say that the last call Vikram made to mom and dad on his movement had given them jitters. But we always knew that he was a daring officer for whom facing challenges was a cakewalk.
एकदम से जब विक्रम को गोली लगी, उन्होंने बॉर्डर फिल्म जो थी वो 8 बार देखी थी और जिसका इम्पैक्ट उन पर पड़ा और उनको एकदम से आर्मी भी अच्छी लगी और आर्मी की जॉब भी अच्छी लगी, इसलिए उन्होंने आर्मी ज्वाइन की। लेकिन बॉलीवुड के साथ साथ वो उनमें देशभक्ति का जज्बा भी था। जब विक्रम आर्मी ज्वाइन करने के लिए गए, उनकी फर्स्ट जो पोस्टिंग थी वो सोपोर जो कि मिलिटेंसी का एरिया है वहाँ हुई थी। लेकिन वो बहुत खुश थे कि मेरे को काफ़ी कुछ करने को मिलेगा और मिलिटेंट्स को मारने का भी मौका मिलेगा। तो जब एक माँ अपने बेटे को आर्मी में भेजती है तो वो आर्मी को ही और देश को ही अपने बेटे को समर्पित कर देती है। इसलिए मैंने खुशी खुशी उसको भेजा।
5 लोगों को मारते हैं वो, और उनके बंकर्स भी डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं पाकिस्तानी लोगों के। तो तभी कोई सैनिक, पाकिस्तानी सैनिक जो कि छिपा हुआ था कहीं हाइडिंग प्लेस में था, और वो उनको विक्रम जी को दिखाई नहीं पड़ रहा था, लेकिन वो उनको टारगेट करता है और 3-4 गोलियां जो हैं उनकी छाती में लगती हैं। वो समय वो एकदम गिरते हैं और उनके मुंह से खून चलता है। और फिर वो उनका नारा था उनके यूनिट का कि जय माता दुर्गे, तो दुर्गे माता की जय। तो ऐसा वो फिर एकदम से बोलते हैं दुर्गे माता की जय, धीरे से उनके मुंह से निकलता है और वो शहीद हो जाते हैं।
वैसे तो आई एम प्राउड ऑफ माई सन कि उन्होंने देश की खातिर अपने प्राण त्यागे हैं और इस देश की रक्षा की, और उन्हीं की बदौलत हम सारे भारतवासी इस समय ठीक हैं। तो नेचुरली एक माँ होने के नाते तो चोट तो लगती है कि उसका बेटा जो है उसके सामने जा रहा है, इसलिए मैं इमोशनल हो गई थी।
जो लड़ाई 99 में हुई है ये अपने आप में एक बहुत ही कठिन लड़ाई थी ये, क्योंकि इतनी हाइट पर लड़ाई हुई है। ये 17,000 to 18,000 फीट पर ये लड़ाई हुई है। इनका जो योगदान है ये भी जो हमारे स्वतंत्रता से पूर्व के सेनानी हैं उनसे किसी भी कीमत पर कम नहीं है, बल्कि मैं समझता हूँ कि अधिक ही है। ये स्वतंत्रता के बाद का एक इतिहास रचा है इन्होंने, इसको इतिहास में ऐड करना चाहिए। और ये जो हमारे महानायक हैं इनकी जीवनियाँ जो हैं वो हमारे बच्चों की किताबों में होनी चाहिए।
Mahatma Gandhi once said, "A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history." The Indian Army captured Point 4875. This episode holds a very special place in my heart. I have grown up listening to my father talk about how he and Captain Batra trained together. Captain Batra lost his life, but he left behind a legacy that has inspired many more young men to join the defense forces. In fact, the last course at the IMA that ended on December 9, 2000 saw the passing out of 803 gentlemen cadets, the largest number since independence. Incidentally, his company's name was Jasor, and the cadets were called Jasor Commandos. He was a commando at heart and a commando in every other sense. In my father's words, always full of josh, always leading with enthusiasm and cheering fellow cadets. Captain Vikram Batra was a Param Veer, bravest of the brave.
I will as in duty bound, honestly and faithfully, serve in the regular army of the Union of India, and go wherever ordered, by land, sea, or air, and that I will observe and obey all commands of the President of the Union of India, and the commands of any officer set over me, even to the peril of my life.
Tune in for the next episode where I'll be sharing with you the story of the intrepid valor of the 21-year-old Second Lieutenant Arun Khetarpal, who, despite being wounded and despite being asked to abandon his tank, said, "No, sir, I will not abandon my tank. My gun is still working and I will get these bastards."